The following is rated F for fairness. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Anil Show. All I've got is just for you. You ready for my beef tonight? I'm okay, just treat me right. Come in, me people, come in, me friend. What you gonna do when you come to defend? Question ask, me answer them. Wheel it up and pull it up and mash again. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Oh, yes.
Friends, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, so here we go. So what has occurred is that we have done something yesterday that is very, very important, and it affects now the outcome of how this is. So I've basically backtracked to a skit because we've made them give us a skit. Okay. I'm not gonna take all the credit. I'll give the credit to both of us for having them do this for us. So they have to do this. They had to do this. They had to do this. Okay, they had to do this because we argued this so much, and because I put the writers on the spot yesterday. They had to do this. They had to do this. We put the writers on a spot yesterday, and they had to do this. They had to do it. The most important line this morning is this line. Everything else is just air and noise and all of that. The most important line today in Skitland is this set of lines. Good morning, friends. So here you go. Listen to this line. This is what's important.
For your money. You weren't even smart enough to sign a prenup, and you're not smart enough to even have your son legitimized. So guess what? Kai is my son. You kidnapped my son. You took him out of the state of Georgia without telling me, and you're going to jail.
That's the most important line. That is the most important line. That is the most important line. That's the most important line. So the most important line is that he never legitimized Kai. So we already know he has no custody order, right? I guess I am a ghostwriter. At this point in time, I guess I am. Because if I don't do things, they won't give me what I want them to give me because they have to give it to me. Yesterday, I deliberately made a video because I had to make sure the writers give context. You know, I'm not going to congratulate just myself because people wanted to challenge it and I had to make sure it happened, okay? Is what it is. So at this point, Anthony's best bet is to return Kai. He needs to return Kai immediately. He needs to return Kai immediately. Immediately. Because no, they have basically, I've forced them to give us the line. Yes, it's Sean Renee. I've forced them to give us the line. Now, this is good for Anthony because what it will do is he needed to get sharper anyways. He needed to get sharper anyways. So this is good for him because now he's going to find out the powers that he actually has or the powers that he doesn't have. There you go. I had to make them give it this line. They had to give us this line. Teresa, they had to give me the line. I deliberately made them have to give us the line. O'Neill makes them have to give me the line. They have to give us this line. If they didn't give us that line, we could assume anything. Like O'Neill said, you need facts. I don't want fiction and I don't want to guess what you're talking about. I need to know what you're talking about. It can't be we told you. It can't be we told you, Regina. They didn't give us the line. They have to give me the line. They had to give us the line. I had to make them give me the line. What you should be doing is saying, O'Neill, you made them give us the line. Sorry, but them have to give me the line. They have to give us the line because what they were doing is keeping the audience in the midst of just eerie, fairy stuff where we don't know what they're talking about. So they had to give us this line. They have to give it to us. Them have to literally go in a them playbook and record it and come back.
What? Kai is my son. You kidnapped my. So guess what? Kai is smart enough to sign a prenup, and you're not smart enough to even have your son legit.
Regina, it doesn't matter the law that you give me. It depends upon what they're saying in the script. I told you the same law, Regina. You're not really, the law is the same law. We're just saying whatever it is they have to give us in the script that is not legitimized. They have to give us that. I'm taking some credit for it. You know, I'm going to take some amount of credit for it, Skitlanta, because I force them to have to give us the line. I do a whole video so them can give you the line. Was there a line? No, there wasn't a line. So no, we have to make them give us a line. Yes, I'm going to take, you know what, because you're giving me that Skitlanta, we have to take some amount of credit for them to give us the line. We forced them to give us the line. We have forced them to give us this line. They had to make a skit to put that in there so that way it basically changes the argument. That's not the law across all states. That's not the law across all states. That's not true. So they went to court. So the court that they went to was just on a name change. Remember yesterday when I was doing one of the other videos, it was a name change. Thank you very much. Now you realize, Erica, that there's some truth to Skitland. That's why I'm going to say be very careful. Skitland law is Georgia law. They're trying to use Georgia law. I think they had to put this in there. Vanda, I think they had to put this in there because we fought over it yesterday. I think they would not have given it to us unless we fought over it. That's the only reason why I think them give us a skit this morning. That's why, in fact, if you look at the skit yesterday, I saw the other skit, but I think that they pulled it back because they realized that they did not give us a line. And that people were going to argue it. If we never argued this, they wouldn't give us the line. They would have never given us the line. They would have still have us on the cliff as to if Kai legitimized or not. All them give us is a flimsy court scene, and O'Neill told them, you gave us a flimsy court scene. It's not enough. We're going to assume he was legitimized based on the flimsy court scene. Now what they're saying is, no, it wasn't done. Them give us a definite, not maybe it was done, not maybe it wasn't done, but them give us a definite, it wasn't done. Kai is his child. I hope we're not going down that road. Well, he will have to return Kai immediately. That's what he'll have to do. Anthony will have to return Kai immediately. That's what he's going to have to do. If he doesn't do that, then him can go jail. Then it can be a criminal thing. They had to give us the line. They had to give us the line. They had to give us the line. So nonetheless, let's move on to where he's at now, because now we know exactly. Now we have the line, the important line, which is what I ask them to give us, because you have to give us the line. You have to give O'Neill the line. You can't have the audience assuming things. The audience was assuming things. So let's go.
Hey, can I talk to you upstairs real quick?
Everything all right?
Yeah. Hey, Kai, can you watch Kai? A little bit.
You look frustrated. I can't take nothing else now. You look frustrated. What is it?
Shayla's gonna, I swear, I just wanna slap the taste out of that girl's mouth. Do you know, she called me and threatened to get me arrested for kidnapping. Kidnapping my son.
For bringing him here, right?
Bringing him here. That's crazy. That girl.
But we did talk about this though, right? Beforehand, I asked you, how is she gonna feel? Because you know the type of person you got.
All right, so he's making a bunch of noise and him really and truly not realizing what she has said. So in other words, he basically he's not even acknowledging what she said. This is dumb on Anthony's part. He's not even acknowledging what Shayla has said to him. And Shayla tell him just now, you never legitimize Kai. He has not even checked this out. He's not even checking this out. No, this is now not smart. It's not smart none at all because he now hasn't even checked it out. He hasn't checked it out. Him not know the law.
Okay. She wanted me to spend time with Kai. And that's what I'm doing. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't. I'm up there spending time with my son. And I took him out of town. It's not like he's in danger. He's well taken care of.
Yes, but Georgia has some laws that you have to go by, sir. And if you never do them, then you're in a trouble. That's what it is. It just means that. That's all it really is. So that's what it is. You just don't have any of those things.
The girl is just...
So she says she's gonna get you arrested.
That's what she's claiming. She's talking about the police and handcuffs and yelling at me and everything.
Okay,
it's
well, let me ask you something. Did you get him legitimized?
Legitimized? What? How? What do you mean legitimized?
Come on now. You are a businessman. He legally, if you didn't get him legitimized, then legally she can call the police. Meaning that you are legally his father.
So he never did it. That's what it is. This is what he needs to do. He needs to bring Kai back immediately. Anthony needs to return Kai immediately. If he does that, he's fine. If he doesn't, then he's in trouble. He needs to return immediately. He should have told her. I would have had his ass. He would have had problems. He gonna have problems if he didn't do that. Let him go to jail in hopes that he learns something from the situation. I think he should at this point in time because there's no way he can do that. Denisha is not going to put up with Anthony and his weak-ass ways. Anthony only went to court to get the name change of Kai. That's basically what he did. He doesn't even know what it means. It's crazy. O'Neal, do you remember when Shayla told Anthony, I belong to you. Come and get it. Anthony always a clown for the yes, ma'am. O'Neal, thanks. This was needed. Yes. Yes. We made them have to give you this. In case you don't realize, we made them have to give you these lines. They had to give you these lines. They were going to try to basically swing it. The writers were being lazy. And we had to make them come out of them laziness and write things in there so that you don't have issues. So people can't second guess what they're saying. He needs to take him home right now. Take Kai home and then get him legitimized. That's what he's going to have to do. We all know Sassy Anthony doesn't want no part of jail. I'm glad. I'm actually happy it happens because right now, to be honest, I'm disappointed in Denisha. I was hoping Denisha would tell Anthony to use the courts. She didn't. She has been asking him to do it, but him not doing it. Now it looks like the ladies are taking advantage of Anthony doesn't know. Anthony signed the new birth certificate and Kai's had his name changed to Dalton. Yeah, but he didn't legitimize him. And we thought that when he went to court, he did it, but he didn't do it. Correct, Vaughn. In marriage, you have automatic rights. If you're unmarried, you have to take extra steps for your rights as a father. He didn't do them. That's what we're saying. As a businessman, he never get it done. Denisha is kidnapping as well. Is she? They told us that when they went to court, it was to change the name. Y'all didn't follow the skits. Well, again, Regina, it doesn't matter what they say. They have to give us the line. Because we're going to guess, Regina. We're going to guess. We see courthouse, Anthony going there, Imwan Kai's legal father. We're going to have to guess the line. Just like you're going to guess that they didn't do it, I'm going to guess that they did it. So we're going to have to guess. So now they gave us the line. So we've been asking. This was needed. We've been asking. Thank you very much, Erica. We didn't know. They didn't give us a line for it. So now they've given us a line. What you need to do is say, hey, then give us the line. Because no, they thought they could have basically just given us black folk just a little lazy skit, for us to watch. And we couldn't watch a lazy skit. We needed more than that. So they give it to us. In Texas, until you have an order, the mother has sole custody if you weren't married. Somebody says, Eklin, Denisha is just quiet storm and Shayla is loud. All right, Regina, I hear you. If you know, you know. All right, no problem. Hey, you know, I guess. I don't know how you know. Unless you write the story, you know. If them don't give you a line, Regina, you don't know. It's still speculation. RB and Anthony went to court to switch a name. They did went to switch a name. We were saying at the name change, they did it then. If they didn't, then they didn't. That's what it is. They might make us know now. O'Neill, this is very smart on your part, and I guarantee a lot of fans learned something today. Thank you. They gave us the line. They must forgive with the line. They must forgive with the line. What I say yesterday? Give me the line. I had to ask them for this. I had to beg them for this. Because the writers were having people in limbo. People don't know if him legitimized or not. We don't know. As much as y'all want to say you know, you don't know. Because them could have basically tried to swing a fast one. We made them have to give us the line. They had to give us the line. They had to give us the line.
RB and
They had to give us the line. The beef is that we knew, and we're saying we don't know. All right, the next. So let's jump more into it. They have to give her the line. Give her the line.
Process. If you didn't sign a birth certificate, or I don't know what type of situation y'all had going on, but she can.
So now a father can't even spend time with his kid without getting say-so from the mother?
No, that's not necessarily what I'm saying, but y'all have a weird dynamic anyway. But I don't need all of this type of drama, because.
So what's
What was the line? The line Dubstar, is that Kai was not legitimized. That was the line. The line is that Kai was not legitimized. We didn't have that line before. Remember, Shayla has been saying a lot of things, and Anthony has been saying a lot of things. Him say him have rights, she says she have rights. All we heard is him have as much rights. That's all we heard. We don't have the line. That's all I'm saying. We just never have the line.
I already told you to get your baby mama too many times.
What do you think I should do?
I already told you to get it under control. You still don't have it under control, and you keep doing these types of things. You need to figure out how to control your baby mama. That's what you need to do.
Control my baby mama? Like,
Yeah. Grow a pair and control your baby mama.
hold on, Denisha. Like, I love you, but just because I don't do like the back and forth with my baby mama doesn't
But you
mean I
are
don't
doing
have any
back and
control.
forth, though. You are. So it shouldn't. That's exactly. It shouldn't be a back and forth. It should be done. It's not that.
Grow a pair. She's told him. I don't know why else you want, but she told him. Should Anthony grow a pair? She's telling him grow a pair. Should Anthony grow a pair? Him need to grow a pair. Right now, him need to grow a pair. She's telling him the right thing. She not wrong. Him need to grow a pair. I'm tired of lending Anthony my balls. I'm tired of lending him this. He needs to grow up here. He needs to grow up here. It's as simple as that.
Difficult. Y'all just making it difficult.
Well, I have control. I do have control because I'm here. I'm where I want to be. I'm with my son. I'm with the woman I love. I'm with our family. I'm good. So I do have control. So never, not once, think that I don't have control.
Well, you need to put all of that energy into trying to check me into checking her. Since you got all the answers now, that's who you need to talk to. She not coming up here messing up nothing.
And that's what I was talking about yesterday when I said that Anthony not supposed to have checked the man and him don't have his thing under control. He shouldn't. For those who are asking what is the line that they gave us, The most important line in all of this is the line that I force them to give us. Me force them. Me have to make them give you the line. Because guess what? If you don't give me the line, we don't know. We don't want to assume. Me don't want to assume exactly illegitimize. We want to hear say illegitimize. So we force them to give you the line. For those who don't just coming in, this is the line.
Half of your money. You weren't even smart enough to sign a prenup, and you're not smart enough to even have your son legitimized. So guess what?
That is the line. That was the line we're looking for. They never gave it to us. They never gave it to us. Why you saw the skit yesterday of Shayla coming to whatever it is, because they were going to try to do it without putting that in there. So we forced them to give us that in there. So right now, Shayla have all of the rights and Anthony has no right. Well, him only can pay child support. That's basically about it, based on what my research with it. That's about what he can do. He has no rights. Him not have no rights for do nothing. Him not have visitation rights. Him rights kind of dependent on the court right now. He needs to go there. He can research things for Big Kai, but he doesn't do the same for his own son, correct? So right now, basically, Anthony a move lazy. O'Neal, Anthony go get a lawyer to deal with Shayla. The truth is, shall set you free. Kai is not your son, and you lost Amber with the divorce, plus half, or better, your 3/4 of your money. Need more background on Anthony. How old was he when his mother passed? He's too green and dumb about this stuff. Him green and dumb for true. Anthony should grow up here, and he should go to court for Kai and this divorce. Anthony's life is all over the place. That's true. Shayla dry snitch on herself. I hope this idiot goes to jail so Shayla can get some more karma. Basically, it's time to let Anthony evolve, going into a man. I hope this gets smart. It's just in a sense, you don't need an attorney to file for legitimation in the state of Georgia. My brother did it on his own. You can do it by yourself. You don't need an attorney, but it seemed like Anthony need an attorney. Margaret, maybe why I need an attorney is because Anthony too stupid. Like he's not one of the guys who are very proactive. He's not proactive enough. Shayla or Anthony should have filed the paperwork once the judge signed off on a name change where you can get the copies of the birth certificate. However, she deliberately probably didn't do it. Maybe that's what it is. Or what happened, I think, is they didn't have that in there and they didn't know people are going to argue this. Amber never wanted, because that's what they do. They will give you a bunch of lines because now we're starting to talk about it. Amber never wanted Shayla around Anthony. Didn't want Shayla around y'all. Need to cut it out, Amber fans. Someone else says Denisha is only interested in what she has going on and she don't want it messed up by Shayla. Well, she just tell him say him need to get it under control. I don't believe Denisha did anything wrong. She just say Anthony, if you get it under control, she's not wrong. Grow up here. Grow up here will not cut it. Tell him to call a lawyer and go to court. I don't even know. But she's been trying to tell him though for handle it. I don't know how different. She asked him if he's going to go to court and he's been saying yeah or whatever the thing is. Look, Anthony need a lesson, yeah, man. I don't know. I'm going to give it the truth. Anthony needs to go to jail at this point. Because maybe he will learn something by going to jail. I'm going to be honest with you, friends. I'm going to be very honest with you. Anthony may need to go to jail. He may need it. I'm going to be honest. Like, I need something drastic. So that way, you know what I mean? Like, you know, so him learn the lesson. You know? It is what it is. It is what it is. Maybe him need a lesson. I don't know. Maybe he need to go to jail. Maybe he does need to go to jail. Because he's not learning fast enough. And him lessons them need to come some way, somehow. O'Neal, someone has to tell Anthony to take Shayla to court. Exactly, for partial custody. Come on now. It's like, it's terrible. It is terrible. He needs to get locked up. At this point, Anthony needs to get locked up. For this. Here's why. Because this is the only way he's going to at least start to basically do something. Because he's not doing anything. In other words, he needs bad things to happen. At this point, him need to get locked up. Honestly. Because it's the only way, like, unless him get something bad happening, is the only way him going to learn something. Maybe the lockup I go, you know, maybe the lockup I go give him some awareness. You cannot be this unaware as a businessman. There's no way you can be this unaware. He's being someone's girlfriend. Well, him probably will go county jail. I don't know if whatever it is. Denisha is seeing why Amber is divorcing him. Correct. You cannot be this green. Like you, there's no way you can't tell me say you went in there to do a name change and you never legitimized at all. That don't make no sense. You can't tell me, there's no way you can tell me this. Yes, because he's a dummy and he should not pay that rent. Anthony's going to end up back with Shayla. Maybe he will see Shayla for who she really is. If he gets locked, that's exactly what it is. Even if he get locked up. Maybe he need to get locked up, friends. Both Denisha and Anthony need to be sort their baby daddy and baby mama issues. Well, I think Denisha doing her thing, with whatever she has going on. Honestly, this one is more on Anthony than it is about Denisha. Denisha can't not with the baby father right now. I don't know what happened to the two of them. Some have put theirs to the side. We're dealing with Anthony right now. He will learn real fast if he gets locked up. That's what he has to do. So I agree with that, Skitlanta. He need to get locked up. If he not get locked up, then it just not go cut it. There's no way you could go into the court to do a name change and didn't do all of the necessary things. It don't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Denisha is she's seeing this. No, you see why, yes, Goddess, I see the news kit. Don't worry, Goddess. I'm gonna get the news kit. I'm getting the news kit first right now. I'm getting the news kit News kit coming up, friends. Give me a moment. News kit coming up. News kit coming up. I'm getting it pulled up. Him can't be this slow. He went in to do a name change and he never did anything else except the name change. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Go to jail makes sense in Anthony's head. Show Shayla this time before Shayla ruin another one in a relationship. It's what it is. No, I'm not switch. Me just have to go out for the facts. So I say him need to get locked up. Because, no, Mosa, him have to go get locked up because there's no way you can go to court. Because there's no way you can go court. Because only being locked up is going to teach him the lesson. In other words, when we want it's clear that him slow. Mosa, it's clear him slow. He's extremely, in other words, he's not really doing any work. He knows nothing. Like him don't know nothing. Meaning him don't know him green. It's just, it don't make no sense. It just don't make no sense. The trust thing, the everything, it don't make no sense. There's no way you can go do a name change and you never do a legitimization at the same point. It don't make no sense. It's too much. It's like, it don't make no sense right now. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. I'm coming up with a new skit. Friends. Give me a moment. I'm working on it right now for us. It don't make no sense. Yeah, the name change on the birth certificate, but it's two different processes. When you go there for the name change, you can do the legitimization at the same point. You can basically ask them to, when he set the date, he should have done that. It's too arrogant. It's just too much arrogance. I'm creating good content. I'm trying, Erica. I'm trying. I really am trying to see exactly. Thank you, Erica. I'm trying to see if we can make it something where basically, people understand what are going on at the skits them. I told people these are community drama. What we used to do this type of theater back in Jamaica, right? And I told people that I used to do it in the 90s when there was the AIDS epidemic around and people didn't know a lot about AIDS. So we had to do a lot of these type of skits to give people information so they understand the truth about things. But basically, we and them team them sometimes get lazy and only have to make them, come out of the laziness. It is what it is. It's just what it is. So yes, somebody has to do it. Hey, shoot, somebody got to do it. Anthony's stupid. He was told to handle this at the court, but he swear he had it under control. The baby still in Wayne brother's name. No, I don't think the baby is still in his name. I think that him transferred the name, but him didn't do no legitimization. That's what's going on. This is the dumbest business in history, business in the history of business. He is rich of luck. The Bible says God watches over babies and fools. with a picture of Anthony. I remember, protect your things. It's what it is. Imagine being 45 and darn dumb. It just, that's what they're saying. It doesn't matter how often she drops him off. He's not legitimized. Correct. That's the law. He has to be legitimized. Don't matter if she drop him off or not. Him have to get legitimized. Or else basically him not have no him can't exercise custodial rights. That's what it's saying. He may be able to pay child support, but him can't exercise custodial rights. Him green for sure. He's green because there's no way you wouldn't try and get certain things done for make sure you have rights, you know. But we learned something. I mean, you took your child and confronted a man in a trap house, right? And your child's outside the neighborhood where anything could have happened, a shooting or anything. That piece of the puzzle, I never agree with Regina, for sure. The piece of the puzzle where him take the kid to the trap house, yeah, that definitely for sure for me wasn't a thing. The main thing though is like, I just can't believe, you know. Yeah, well, make this kid them have to give the right info, friends. The one thing Oni is going to do is make them give you proper information, not trash. Because they wanted to give us trash. And O'Neill said, I don't want them giving us trash, friends. They got to give you right information. You can't give us no foolishness. Give us the right info. Was he legitimized or not? Did Anthony do this or not? Did he do that or not? What's the case on this? What's the case on that? Y'all know me. That's why I built a channel. To make sure people get informed of them rights and know exactly what's going on. That's all. So you're informed. All right, so I got the new skit. Let's go. Let's jump into it. I got the new one. I got the new skit. I got the new one, friends. Let's go. Let's do it.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Mom, where you at?
Actually driving on the highway.
I'm trying to contain myself, Mom, but Anthony is going to have me in jail. He is going to have me in jail, Mom. Please, please.
What is going on? Are you okay?
Please tell me why. He took Kai out the state to Kentucky.
What?
Without even telling me. I'm sitting here thinking my son is down the street. I drop him off. He's in Denisha's hometown. He took my baby out the state.
I can't even disagree with her. It's like, I can't even say anything to what she's saying right now. I can't even do it. It's Curtis's baby. Who better to tell Anthony the law than the police themselves? It is sad that the woman around him manipulates his weakness. Anthony is stupid. That's his weakness. It's terrible. Angelina locked in the money and Anthony fell for the okie doke. That's correct. Anthony should have got permission. He knew how she is. She would never have given him the permission. She would have said no. I'm telling you right now. She would have said no. She would have said no. This is the truth, friends. Would Shayla have allowed Kai to go to Kentucky? Come on, friends. She would have said no. I'm telling you right now. She would not have said yes. She would have said no. We all know this. She would have said no. She would have said no. I'm not even asking. She would have said no. Without a shadow of doubt, she'd have said no. And at this point, hey, she's allowed to do it. I can't even argue with her. Normally, I don't like Shayla, but I can't even. When you're right, you're right. I'm team right. When you're right, you're right. It's crazy. Anton was ignorant to illegitimizing Kai. How are you ignorant to this? Only refused to be right yesterday, but anyways. Well, I didn't tell you that. Well, I mean, what O'Neill is saying is, them not give her the line. And O'Neill says the facts them can change. That's what Mr. Eckling. Didn't I say that? I made a whole video on this. But if you want me to say it right, Eckling, I'm going to say it right. She would have said no. That's all me I say. She wouldn't say yes.
No, the hell he is not. Shayla, I hope you are joking with me. I really don't.
I wish I was playing,
I'm on
Mom.
the road driving.
I wish I was playing. I swear to God, I wish I was playing, Mom. I call Anthony like, hey, what's the baby doing? And he's like, he's doing okay. And I'm like, what are y'all up to? And he's like, we're in Kentucky. Didn't even ask me, was that okay, Mom? Didn't even mention it. I'm dropping my baby off thinking he's down the street. He's in Kentucky.
Are you telling me? I really hope you're joking. This is not funny.
I'm not
Because
playing, Mom.
Anthony has no idea who he is playing with. You don't just take my grandson out of the state. You don't go across state lines with someone else's child, with some tramp that you just met. Because he's so green, he has no idea that this girl could be setting him up.
They would have said no. They would have said no. Let me read y'all's comments. But O'Neal, Anthony don't even know what the word means. It's like, in a sense. She might have said yes. She'd have said no. Listen what they're saying. She'd have said no because they don't like Denisha. So she would have said no. I'm telling you, she'd have said no. Shayla can't stop him from taking his son where he wants to. She can. She can. At this point in time, she can. Denisha knows good and dang well she should have put a hit on her baby daddy if he did this to her. Shayla called Denisha. O'Neal, Anthony make a wrong move. He should have never take the baby out of the country. It's not the country. It's not the country. State. State. It's the state, not the country. The baby never fly out. The baby come out of the state. Anthony is a dingbat, but Denisha, being a single mom, knew better. Well, she didn't know. She did not know he didn't legitimize her. She did not know, friends. Okay, look at the scene. Me I try to show you, say the woman don't know. Basically, they had to give us the line. Y'all don't realize what's going on. She did not know that Anthony didn't have this done. Listen to what Denisha is saying. She thinks he has it under control. Listen to our line again, friends. Listen to our line. Listen to our line.
You are a businessman. He legally, if you didn't, he's going to get you arrested.
That's what she's claiming. She's talking about the police and handcuffs and yelling at me and everything.
Okay,
it's
well,
like,
let me ask you something. Did you get him legitimized?
Legitimized? What? How? What do you mean legitimized?
Come on now. You are a businessman. He legally, if you didn't get him legitimized, then legally she can call the police.
There you go. She didn't know. She's acting off of that Anthony knows this, like Anthony has done this. That's what we were saying based on even the thing there. She didn't know. That's the point we're trying to raise with her. She didn't know.
He is a fool.
They kidnapped my baby, Mom. They kidnapped my baby. They took him. They took him without my how do I know where my baby is? Or what he's doing. He didn't even have my permission to do that. Like, he has lost his mind. What do I do? What do I do about this?
Okay, hold on. Let me get my mind around this. So, when did he say he was coming back?
I didn't even ask that. I'm just like, you got 1 hour to bring my son back into town. I hope you're at the airport. He's talking about, I'm his father. It's fine. Mom, I don't know how to handle this. I don't know how to handle this.
Okay,
I don't know what to do.
Shayla, breathe. Please take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Because number one, Anthony has never done any silliness like this before when he was with Amber. But now that this new girl is in there, I'm concerned as to the safety of the baby and Anthony's silly behind.
They putting my child in danger.
Shayla, because if something happened
Yeah, it needs to happen to Anthony, friends. I'm sorry. So it does need to happen to him. I am getting the next skit up. It has to happen to him. So Divine, what we're learning is that no. He went into the courthouse. He did a name a name change petition, but he did not do a legitimized petition. He never do that. This is what we're learning. He never do it. O'Neal, Anthony knows that Shayla is mad. Is a mad woman. He doesn't think before he does things. Both him and Denisha are going to jail. Don't know if Denisha going to jail, but I know him probably might go to jail. Anthony should have told Shayla that he wanted to take Kai to Kentucky. Definitely he shouldn't pay her rent, take her to court. Anthony character needs to go to jail. He needs to wake up because he just says no boundaries for his baby, and his baby mama is crazy. He's allowing her to be crazy because she's unstable. Also, he's just him being a dingbat as well. And I have to just I have to call a spade a spade. This is a dumb move. How can you go do a name change and make sure you have all your rights then? but hey, he didn't do it. The fact of the matter is he didn't do it. We thought he did it. Them basically giving us kids, hey, he didn't do it. Shayla needs meds. Lord, Shayla having a panic attack. I wouldn't mind if Shayla self-sabotage herself out of the rich baby daddy. How is Kai not legitimately Anthony's? On the birth certificate and his last name was changed because you have to do a legitimation. You can basically put your name on the birth certificate and say you want to be the father, but you still have to do legitimation in Georgia, basically, if you want, like, custodial rights. Or you have to go to the court and ask to do, like, a custody order. So it's one out of the two. In fact, what I'm learning is the legitimation can have, like, things inside of it, meaning custodial kind of language inside of it. How hard was it to make a phone call to Shayla? Not very hard. They did talk. Shayla did basically talk. Denisha is trying to trust this fool. She doesn't know that he's not smart and he can't be trusted. Trust me, she's realizing him not smart. We're not taking a baby out of state without the mom's permission. Any single mother knows that this is going to be a problem. Shayla can't ever think of herself. Well, let me say this. That's why he needs to go through the courts. That's correct, Sabrina. Let me say this. Let me say this. If I have custody of a kid, I'm not telling you that I'm going out of state. Let me say that. Right? Because when a mother has real custody, not Anthony fake custody, when you have real custody, you don't really have to do that because it's your parenting time. You don't have to. So that's how that works. The only reason why I'm needed to ask her consent is because of what the situation is. That's why. Not because him have to, but because of what the situation is asking for. That's the only reason why. You don't have to tell her, but because of the situation, you have to tell her. Because basically, Anthony not have no rights, is what we're saying. Well, him not have no custodial rights. I mean, not saying not right. I guess him can pay child support, but that's about it.
In the world that my grandson would be. But let me tell you something very, very seriously. Denisha has no idea what type of people we are and what type of time we're on. I'm telling you now, Shayla, this girl needs to really be checked.
I'm gonna check her, Mom.
I want to meet her, but oh my God.
They are gonna regret the day. They're gonna regret the day, Mom. They are going to regret the day.
You need to let her know. You need to let her know. Listen to me. All bets are off. All bets are off here. Let her know that your family will come and see about her. You need to go ahead and check her and make her.
O'Neal, well, you are rude. Well, you are a rude O'Neal. You respect the parent to just keep open communication because it's both parent child. I would tell my parent, well, not really. Okay, here's the deal. I don't want to feel like I'm policing your parenting time. Let me say it that way. I want you to understand where I'm coming from, Miss T. I don't try to make it look like I'm policing your parenting time. Meaning, I don't want to be policing it every second that you move around with a kid. And I'm not talking about Anthony fake custody. I'm talking about real custody. So, Miss Steve, me and you have a kid, right? And we are co-parenting from a distance. As long as you're not moving the child out of the state, you don't really have to tell me. Because I don't want to. Me know you want to make a move with your family and you want to go do something and I'm tracking your movements. I don't need to track your movements. It's not that I'm rude. It's just that me I said to you that I don't want to track your movements. Just like my little daughter, her mama's taken her on many different places. I don't know when she takes her to them, and I don't ask no whatever. The kid might tell me, oh, hey, we went to such and such last week. We went to Maryland or went to this state. All right, I ain't going to track them movements. It's just what it is. The mother doesn't tell me. The mother don't tell me, O'Neal, hey, I'm going to go to Maryland or I'm going to go to here or whatever it is. The mother doesn't tell me that. She just does it. And I'm not going to beat her up for that because we have rights to the youth, right? Not Anthony's fake rights, of course, because we keep up with this and that. However, all right, hey, Miss T, I guess if we had a kid, Miss T, we would be in issues all the time. Just put it that way. Me and you would be in problems all the time because me probably not going to tell you. Misty, I will accept that both of us will have issues because I probably wouldn't tell you. Because my thing is, me like when, what do you call it? I like to know that basically, I like to know that parenting is open and I'm not, what do you call it? No, I'm not policing your movement. I don't want to feel like I'm your parole officer. I just don't want to feel like I'm your parole officer. But I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I'm just telling you exactly that you don't have to. So I just don't. But I understand what you're saying. We would be in issues. We would be in issues because I wouldn't tell you. Because me just wouldn't. Because when you go on your trips, you don't have to tell me either. Me trust you. I trust that you're going to do the right thing for the kid. Here's how I'm a parent. I'm parenting that when I drop the kid off into your care, you're going to take care of the kid. You're responsible. When I drop the kid off into my care, I'm responsible. You haven't given me any reason to think you're not irresponsible. That's the communication starts from, hey, you haven't given me any reason to think you're honest, you're irresponsible. So you know what? Do what you're doing. I trust you. Anywho, let's jump.
Understand. Because clearly, this is not a laughing matter. Because how would she feel if somebody took her little son somewhere and didn't tell her?
Exactly, Mom. You know what? I'm gonna call you right.
All right, so this was the other skit. Let me jump to the next skit. We have both skits. Again, friends, I understand the parenting style is different. This one of them, I will not try to argue that. Everybody have a different way about them want the parenting. I understand it, friends. Trust me, I get it. Parenting different for everybody else. I'm a parent who wants me drop you off with your mother. Me trust your mother 100%. Me trust her, whatever she said, that's what she said. She not gonna try to do anything crazy. Shayla does mad because she's not getting the treatment. Shayla was thrown off guard. She's trying to drop something off for her child and learns that he's not in the state. That's what's going on. Let the action started. Responsibility is different from respecting the parent. What if there's an accident? Again, the other parent treats this just like I do. Let me say the same thing so I want to understand what I go on. Okay? I got a 15-year-old, and this is how we work it. Whenever I drop the kid off to you, you're responsible. When you drop the kid off to me, I'm responsible. I've gone on many vacations and haven't told her. She's gone on many vacations and haven't told me. I'm just giving you what the deal is. Because the consensus between us is when the kid is in your care, that's what it is. Now, here's the deal. If you're trying to take the kid out of the country, that's something different. But driving around in the state, you can easily reach a state line and you cross another state. That's too easy for me every single time. I have to call up on phone. Hey, is it okay if I go across the border here? It's too easy. So like I said, it's just too easy. The accident, thank you, user. The accident can be in Georgia. So that's not a good line. Like, this is not a good line. That just sounds like a controlling parent. However, I understand. Again, friends, I'm not attacking anyone's parenting styles. If that's how you want to work it, that's fine. That is fine. I'm just giving you what it is. I'm expecting the next parent to be responsible enough to take care of the kid. That's all Onila said. Anthony made a mistake, but Shayla is aware that Anthony will protect Kai. I would not return him. I will not return him now. You need to return him now. He needs to return him. Anthony should have gotten the courts involved, period. Simple. It's as simple as that. Let's jump into this one. Tony, my kid mother and I have been separated, as in been co-parenting apart since the kid was basically 6 months old. We've been doing it for a long time. We've been doing it for a long time, Tony. Tony, we've been doing it for a long time. We have a consensus. I trust the mother that she's going to do the right thing. Until she shows me she's not going to do the right thing, then we'll police our movements. I'm not policing a woman's movements, right? So I'm just making you understand the scenario that I wouldn't have done it either. I'm just giving you what I would have done and what I wouldn't have done. Maybe you would because you only like parenting that way. But I'm not going to parent that way because I believe it's too whatever it is. But I get it. Hey, I get it.
Hello?
Denisha,
Shayla, how'd you get my number?
I got your number from Tamara, and I should always have your number because you are in the house with my child. So what are you asking me that for?
I'm asking you because you're calling me. I didn't do anything to you or your child. Yes, I'm here with him, but what's up? What are you calling me for?
Denisha, can I ask you a question?
I mean, go ahead. You got me on the phone now? Go ahead.
As a mother, right? As a mother, your child is older, so you've been a mother for a very, very long time. You are not new to this. Would you be okay with somebody taking your Kai out of the state without speaking to you first?
Well, first off, that's a different story.
No, just answer the question. Just yes or it's just a yes or no question. Denisha.
Okay.
Would you be okay?
Shayla, you called me and asked me a question. So are you gonna let me answer it, or are you gonna keep yelling?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I want the answer.
Okay. Well, my story, that's a story for another time. But if he was if he was safe and with a loving father, then yeah, I would be okay with it.
Denisha, that is bull. If your baby daddy took your son out the state without your permission, you would flip, right?
I just told you, my situation with my baby daddy is something totally different.
That's why I'm saying this. This is going to be one of those subjective parenting things. Friends, I'm not going to question anyone's parenting style. I won't. Trust me. I'm Tony, I'm not going to question a parenting style. Misty, I'm not going to question a parenting style. Denisha is telling the same thing. If I trust you with a kid, just like how you trust the kid, it's all good. Okay? It's all good. The problem is, it's like somebody said, Anthony is wrong, period. Him wrong. Right now him wrong because him not have Kai legitimized. So him not no right at this point to do that. Him not no right. Told her Denisha kidnap Kai. Did she really? No, she just say, hey. So I need Big Kai to take Big Kai's son. She said she cool. Anthony should have informed Shayla he was wrong for not getting her consent. No, that's not. Okay. You see, if you go off of the consenting, it means a mother is going to be able to dictate to say yes or no where a child can go. That motive is wrong. That's why O'Neal is saying what he's saying. If you do that, what's going to happen is you're going to have a scenario where the mother is saying, I am judge, jury, and executioner. In other words, if I say he can't go, he can't go. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And you have to go give me a reason why I can't go. The father knows his mother. He should have asked her. At this point, yeah, I'm wrong. Denisha wrong too. Well, hey, I guess, hey, look here. I'm just watching with y'all just to see him. Shayla dropped him off. It doesn't matter if she dropped him off, Jeff. She wrong. I'm not understanding how any of this is Denisha's fault. I don't say it's her fault either because she doesn't know. She didn't know Kai is not legitimized. O'Neal, it's not about Kai. It's about Denisha. They want Denisha out of the picture. Let's tell the truth. Remember, she told Aunt that this was his fault and let Denisha left him. And she laughed at the end. Anthony called a lawyer. Well, I'm questioning y'all parenting styles. Well, you can question it all you want. I've had the kid at 15 and she perfectly safe. That's all. Me just have the results for proof. Me have the results for proof, Miss T. Me have the results. I just saw it go. Miss T, me go. I would have to take you to, me and you would have to go into the court and settle it. We would have to go to court and would have to decide that, hey, me can carry my kid out without having to inform you. Because you're going to have to bring up a plausible reason as to why you want to know my whereabouts all the time. Why you want to know that? You don't even know that. You just need to know so when you call me, the kid answer. You just need to know so the kid are going to always come back in. If you're saying, if you're saying that basically, the man have no right and, if him tell you and you can tell him what to do and with them things, I may not agree with that. But I understand, again, it's parenting right, which means it's important for the father to be on the birth certificate. I'll have rights. I think he's on the birth certificate, but he hasn't done a process called legitimization, Brittany. That's what's going on. You can't assume anything, correct? That's why we basically say we don't know. O'Neal, I'm with Shayla. We are. Let's look here. We are with Shayla on this one. We're not even backing up at Shayla. It is what it is. Shayla is right. At this point in time, Shayla right. Tony, where you said Tony, court order says the other parent must be informed when crossing state lines. Not all the time. It's not Denisha's fault. Court order says that. Which court order? It depends on the court order you're talking about. It depends on the court order. The court order has to state it inside of it. Unless the court order state it, you don't have to do it.
Okay, and I honestly don't care about you and your baby daddy. But you as a woman, as a mother, remember you sat on that porch, you made me apologize to your son for yelling in front of the kids, fine. So if it's kids first, why would you allow that man to take my baby, kidnap my child, and take him out the state? Why would you be a part of that? If you're such a hell of a woman and all this other stuff, why would you knew he did not ask for permission?
No, that's where you're wrong, Shayla. I did not know that he didn't ask for permission. So don't.
Well, you're in that house with him. So what kind of man are you with that would kidnap his child?
I'm here in the middle of Shayla. Relax. I'm here in the middle of planning a party for my mother. Okay.
All right. So the truth is, Denisha did know. Let's call a spade a spade. Denisha did know. Denisha knew. Denisha knew. Let's be honest. Denisha knew he never asked permission. She knows this. She knows. She knows. She knows. Denisha knows. So let's be honest. She knows. She knows. I'm gonna be honest, friends. You know me. I'm gonna be honest. She knows. So she can't just say she don't know. She know. But she have to make it look like she don't know because she know I go to jail, I guess. It is what it is. So she's scared on this one. It makes sense now that he can't move the way a father with rights would move because he doesn't legitimize it, which would possibly cancel the reason as to why Amber is filing for a divorce. It's tough. It really is a tough one. How so? What do you mean how so? Which one? She knows. Because they had a, how she know? Because they had a talk about it. And Anthony said not had to ask her. I agree with Ann Jones. This is something that Angelina planned. Anthony is her cash cow. She will not call the police. Keep saying kidnap. It's not kidnapping. She dropped him off to Anthony. Well, she can say, she can try to form a case with it, but of course, he would have to go find it. You understand? He would have to find the case. It's just, she know. She's just trying to wash her hands of it, which she should do. Hey, maybe you would have, you know what? You know, but to be honest, let me ask you a question. Would you say you know? Let me ask you guys a question. Would you have said you knew? Here's a question to y'all though. Would you have said you knew? That's the question. Would you have said you knew? Would I say I know? Here is the question. Would you have said you knew? Since as y'all want to be so so honest. Since y'all want to be so honest. O'Neal, you may have already, but pull up legitimation. No, he didn't do it. He didn't do it. Them say him never do it, and them say him never do legitimation. I wouldn't have answered. She don't even got rent money. She know we don't get a lawyer money. Or call the cops. Nope. Yes, O'Neal. You knew as you sat back in your seat eating crackers with Angela, I'm gonna be honest, Angela. I'm not. I'm saying I don't know. I'm telling you the truth about what me. You know why they're saying that, Angela? Because you could say that she could potentially say you know put you in trouble. So I'm gonna say I don't know either. O'Neill. So all they did was a name change for Kai. I thought the birth certificate was changed too. That's all it is. Just the name change, basically. That's all it is. Yes, O'Neill. You know you just sat back in it. I would just say me no know. Me just say me no know. We just say me no know. Blow scope. Me no know. No jail for me, yeah. I want all the smoke from Shayla. No, hey, this is not the smoke you want. The kinder, you don't want to smoke ya. Because a smoke ya come with jail time. You you gotta say you don't know. This is one of those times, I'm sorry, friends, that you need to say you don't know. Just that you need to say you don't know. They say, only you know. What? No, I don't. Shayla, I don't know what you're talking about. Me? No, I didn't know this. No. No, they didn't know. I don't know. No. He didn't ask your permission. What? What you mean?
More fire.
Really? Him never. No, mom, I wouldn't have to talk to him. There's no way him can do this without permission. You need to say you don't know, man. It is what it is.
What y'all got going on? You need to talk to Anthony about it,
I
okay?
don't care what you're doing. I don't care about your mama. I don't care about no party. All I care about is my son. And you were a part of the kidnapping, Denisha.
Okay.
And as a mother, I expect more from you. I know you're trash and you're looking for a come up, but as a mother, I expect more from you. So you gonna get it too. I just want to call and ask you that. Thanks.
You think I'm gonna... This girl lost her mind.
In other words, they're trying to get Denisha jailed. They're going to jail if Sheila call the police. It depends, because Denisha can say she don't know. Just hang up on her. Let me. It's Eklund, why I'm asking. Why? I'm asking. Denisha is a snitch. She don't know. What is a snitch? Hang up on Lobster Queen. If Anthony go into jail, Shayla will get no rent money. That is true. O'Neill come out singing Mickey Mouse song. Hi, kids. Mr. Officer, I did not know. I had no idea, Mr. Officer. Mr. Officer, I had no idea that Anthony took him. I don't know nothing. Well, friends, so they have given us the truth to the entire Kai saga. Anthony, he did not do any of the things. He did not do the name change that was required. Not the name change. He did not do the legitimation that was required. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. Amber would let Shayla and Baby Kai stay at the mansion. I would be hot with Tamira right now for having Shayla give Shayla my phone number. Very, very hot. Tamira, give her the number. Anthony should tell Shayla that he will pay her rent now. Well, Denisha probably assumed Anthony completed the legitimation. She assumed it. She thought he did. She really thought he did. That's going to be her defense. Just pay 1 year rent. No, I'm not paying no rent. Look, if Anthony returns him now, he won't go to jail. This is the truth. As long as Anthony keep him phone line open and he returns the child immediately, he won't go to jail. That's what he needs to do. Anthony needs to return Kai now. This is the right thing, friends. I'm going to give you the right thing because I'm wrong, okay? Anthony needs to return Kai immediately. Then him can go court. But that's what, right now, this is what he needs to do right now. That's the truth, friends. That's the truth. Him need for return Kai right now. No questions asked. That's what he needs to do. What he need to do right now, Anthony, right now. Shami and them take you out of retirement for a little bit. You come out of, so Anthony needs to return Kai immediately. That's what he need to do. I'm gonna be honest, friends. So now we know Kai was not legitimized. We know that now. Because O'Neill forced them to have to say it. Yes, we forced them to have to say it because they were giving these vague skits that don't have the lines in it. I'm gonna tell you, many lines. You need to say it. You can't, because it is a maybe he did it, maybe he didn't. Me no want a maybe. Me want, hey, him do this or never do this. So we know if we follow the story. We know what it mean. The courts feel ignorant to law. Law is no excuse. Correct. So now we know him never do a legitimation him if he return the kid. How can he get on a plane with that non-legitimized baby? Well, he'll need to just drive the kid back there. As long as him keep him line open. So I'm going to ask him, what can you do if you did this? I think I asked this question this morning. So, what may I learn with the legitimation, you don't even necessarily have to do, like, Anthony put himself on child support. It doesn't matter if he put himself on child support. It doesn't give him any rights either. It's still not giving the rights, friends. That's what I learned. The child support thing don't give him the rights. So, I'm going to show y'all something. The child support does not give him any rights. Child support court and custody court are two different things. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, friends. You can be ordered to pay child support without legitimation in Georgia. It does not give him custody rights. Him need to go to court for custody rights. Him not no rights. Right now, him not have no rights. Him not look no custody order, and he does not, he didn't legitimize. He has none of these things. We force them to tell us this. I want y'all to accept what you did. Because when I argue it and only argue with you, we force them to tell us this. We force them to tell it. Force them. No, I don't think them going police general don't automatically lock you up, right? But what them will do is them just going to call you. Right. Custody and child support are two different something, friends. It's two different court. You have to go one court for child support, one court for custody. Two different things. This is what Anthony gets for not involving the courts. It's very important to contact a lawyer, seek legal advice. Correct. That's why I want him to go to jail, because I want the lesson learned. You need to talk to his attorney about the custody. Simple. Child support, visitation, and custody don't have anything to do with the other. Correct. They are two different things. When Shayla denies visitation, I would shut off all communication and money and get the courts involved. That's what I'm going to do as well, Braccaroni. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. He has no right. As of right now, Anthony not really have no rights. As of now, they have established it. As of now, Anthony have no rights when it comes to Kai. He don't really have no rights. All him can basically do is pay child support. That's about it. As of now, him not really have no rights. He not legitimized. Him not no rights. He not no custody rights. He not no rights. That's the truth right now. As of right now, he has no rights. Him not legitimized. Him not no custody order. He not have none of them things there. As of right now, Anthony has no rights. Him not no rights. Him rights don't exist. So there you go. Him rights don't exist. Anthony's going to be on an Amber Alert with Kai. Call the police Shayla is call the police, Shayla. Please, Anthony's too much. Him too much. Him not a, as of right now, him not a rights. We thought he was legitimized, him not legitimized. Him not a rights. He needs to return Kai right now. So right now, what he need to do right now is return Kai now. No, immediately. Him can't even argue it over the phone. He should have to take Kai back to her. Go to the court, get a proper DNA test, put on, in the matter with the child support, well, Masu not saying that, not take a dime. It's more than child support, Walter. It's more than child support. He need to do a legitimization. Or he need to get custody rights. But right now, he not have no rights. That's what I go on right now. Even if Anthony has visitation, gives him no rights to take Kai out of state without her knowing. That's not true. That is not true. So, if you have a court order, and the court order doesn't explicitly state that I can't take the child out of state without you knowing, then I can take the child out of state without you knowing. Okay? That's what it is. This is not true. You don't need you don't need our consent unless there is paperwork to say that. So here's what O'Neill pulled up yesterday. Okay, I tried to do like a little thing yesterday for people to get one like a case to argue this, because of course this was how basically we get the answer we were looking for. This was how we got the answer that we were looking for. Okay. So work this out. This was how we get the answer that we were looking for yesterday. We have to work this out to get the answer. Look at this. So there was a case in Georgia, right? Look at this case. There was a case in Georgia. This is what I only have to work out to get the answer to this question. Okay. This was the case. If legitimation occurred, it strengthened the case. Look at what's going on. This is one of the more useful Georgia cases for your situation. The father and mother were unmarried, but the father sought legitimation and custody. The case involved the mother moving the child from Georgia to New York with the child. Moving from the court, appeal treated the matter as a custody dispute between legally recognized both parents. Hold on, give me one moment. Let me make sure I say, whoop. So here's what I'm saying. This case supports the broader proposition that once a father has established his legal parental status, the mother's physical position of the child does not automatically give her exclusive right to make all decisions concerning the child's location or residence. Look on this. However, I would not cite Woodrow establishing a blanket rule for parenting, whatever. So give that for whatever it is. So in other words, basically at the end of the day, the father's temporary travel with the child to Kentucky during his agreed parenting time was an exercise of his parental rights, not a relocation of the child's residence. So them just telling you exactly how them look on it. If you were trying to relocate the child, then yes, what you're saying would be right, Nadine. Meaning you can't move him without the parent knowing. But if you're just basically visiting, you just exercise your visitation rights. So it makes sure make you know the father did not remove the child from Georgia permanently. Them things are important. Permanently. Did not seek to deprive the mother of custody and did not violate any court order, restrictions, and interstate travel. Do you see that? You need restriction. If you're going to restrict it, you have to restrict it. The court order have to say it. The fact that the father failed to notify the mother to the trip standalone does not transform a temporary vacation into an unlawful relocation or custody interference, particularly where no custody order required advance notice in travel. Unless you have something like this, then you can't really do that, if that makes sense. So that's what O'Neill get it from. And besides, me try to use some of my situation along with what I see with that as well. If something happens in Kentucky, no, I'm in trouble. No, okay, why I'm in trouble now, Nadine, is not the other piece you think it is. It's because he's not legitimized. So Anthony no have no rights. But if I was the parent and I'm in Kentucky and something happened, then yes, me would have in a trouble for the kid because the kid is in my custody, he's in my care. Just like if he was with you and something happened to him while you're with him, something would happen to you because the kid is in your care. Oh, good God. Skitlanta, I can't talk to you about this. I'm tired. I'm done. Skitlanta, kids are kids. Things don't matter. Skitlanta, kids are kids. It's the same custody order. Stop it. Stop, Skitlanta. Stop. Skitlanta, slow down. Stop. If a kid is 15, 14, 13, 10, 11, 9, 8, 7, the custody order. It doesn't matter. Whatever the custody order said, that's what you're going off of. Stop spreading wrong information to the people them. If you have an order and the order gives something that the order say. Anything the order said, that's what it is. Stop telling people so them can't do different things unless you have something that says you can't do it. You can do it. However, right here, so, Anthony no have no right. Him no have no custody rights and him no legitimize the child. That is the problem. Stop spreading wrong information to the people and give the people them stuff when I go so. Come on, man. This is what it is. Him just not no rights. That's what it is. Skitlanta, him not no rights. That's what it is. Not because of whatever it is. Him just not have no rights. The age of the child doesn't matter. What matters is what kind of right you have. And if you don't have the right, that matter. That's how it matter. The kid could be 17. The kid could be 10. Whatever rights them put on where you have, then you exercise those rights. Him just not have no rights. Skitlanta, that's the point. Anthony has no rights. That's what it is. That's what, so it look like kidnapping charges. Correct. Him not no rights. All right, Skitlanta, me done talking to you. Because here's what I realize with you. You're one of, you're present to be a person who just basically argues things. I understand what's going on. This is about rights, Skitlanta. It's not about the other little pieces them. What kind of rights you have? Or you can exercise those rights. That's the point, Skitlanta. All of the other things doesn't matter. The age of the child no matter unless the rights will matter. If the kid is 17 and them say you can't take him across state lines, you can't. That's why it no matter. If the kid is 17, if a kid is 17, and in the custody order it says you cannot move him across state lines without the mother knowing, guess what? You cannot do it. So the age doesn't matter. What matters is the right. What kind of rights you have. This was my argument from before. If I'm not that you argue, stop argue it. Please. Rights, mommy, rights. May I argue rights, not everything else we have talked about. Come on, man. Stop spreading that to the people. Rights. So we have tried rights. Stick to rights. Thank you. Custody rules apply till you're 18. Know the law, no, mommy. Come on now. Don't tell me say you've been operating without the law. Come on now. I would the law say. Anything the law say, that you have to go by. Don't tell me say, Skitlanta, don't tell me say you're one of them mothers that will basically impose themselves on men. Because me know you have some mothers that our parent will impose themselves on the next parent because them really don't know what them are talking about, but because the next parent not good enough to check it out, them don't know them rights. If they have a stipulation, it's in writing, Shayla would mentally prepare herself, but it's a shock to hear that the baby is out of state. Right now, he has no rights, Nadine. What is the truth, Skitlanta? I don't know what you're saying. Skitlanta, you're saying that the age of the child matters. That's what you're trying to argue, wasn't it? You said the child are not 13 or 14, and I'm saying the age doesn't matter, Skitlanta. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to rights, the age doesn't matter. It's the rights that you have. Whatever the paperwork state that you have, that's what matters. That's all that matters. Right now, Anthony don't have no right. Not because Kai's won, but because he has no right. It's two separate arguments. Gosh, I'm guessing I'm delusional because I feel like I would be friends with my co-parent so we could just talk about these things. But I understand it doesn't always work out like that. Correct. Miss T, not always work out like that. You're spreading misinformation. Because that's not true. That's research, friends. Me, I'm telling you what I go on. You know, I just rights, friends. What kind of right you have? It's still a minor child. Whether the child is 14, whether the child is 15, the age. Oh, good God. Oh, my. Okay. Oh, good God. Oh, good Lord. Okay. Okay, Skitlanta. Okay. I'm done. Okay. I'm not doing what you say, Skitlanta, because me know where you're saying right. It's about rights. It's facts over feelings, mommy. I'm not trying to give you my feelings. May I give you other rights? If the mother, if the mother have something right and I say you can't move the kid, you can't. I just say rights. Whatever rights exist, that are the right we have to go with. Miss T, if you're having the paperwork say the man can't move the picnic, you can't move the picnic. Equality and justice for all. So he never legally claimed Kai. Correct. That's what he's saying. This is a disgrace. As a man, you don't have any rights to Kai, and you didn't go without court going to court. Correct. Can you go back to the skit where Anthony told Shayla when she's staying at the apartment that day, he would take her to court, and that's when he should have done. That's when he should have done it. That's when he should have done. That's right, Anthony. Thank you very much for this for the super chat. O'Neal, please do not let these kids raise their blood pressure. I'm not, but what I don't like is when people spread misinformation to the public, and that a while ago that Skitlanta is spreading. It's Skitlanta, with all due respect, it's misinformation to the public. You go according to what the custody order tells you to do. If the kid is 17 and it say you can't move him across state lines, Skitlanta, it's a legal binding document that says you can't do it, so you can't do it. That's all O'Neal was saying. So we're going to go through another DNA testing. Possibly, no, Skitlanta. The child will be a minor until the age of 18. They're considering as adult at 18, not 15. Me don't talk about it, Skitlanta. Even when my son is in college, I didn't want him going anywhere he wanted. I always feared something would happen to him. We needed to have our kids to know where our kids are around. What age was a kid in college? Golden coin. Thank you for the golden coin. Anthony finally can't use money to navigate this issue. Finally. That's the thing. O'Neal, you're right. People are just not like them to spread misinformation to black folk. We already have issues with misinformation. Black people already have issues with misinformation. Okay, let me tell you why it irked me. Black people already have a lot of misinformation that's given to them. So you need to know the rights, because that's what caused a lot of problems for us black folk. And the right is custody orders matter, man. When the custody order say, you have to go get it modified. If the kid is 17 and you want to carry him go somewhere, you will have to get it modified. If it ain't modified, that's what it states on the paperwork. You can't do it. That's all O'Neal was saying. Anton just needs to go get his lawyer and get him back to there. No. The only thing that matters is the court order custody. Even the mother has no right unless thank you. Thank you very much. That's all that matters, the way the order say, mommy. I just not like when you spread misinformation. That's all. Just don't spread misinformation to the public, my dear. That's all. Just don't do that. That's what Eric O'Neal. Angelina said that Anthony was making these stupid things. That when he was with Amber, he was not making them. He was. If Anthony is not Kai's, Amber will get less. Anthony wanted to be a father badly. He probably knows Kai isn't his. He and Angelina are in cahoots together. Maybe. The mother is automatically granted the rights when the baby is born. She is the custodial parent unless ordered otherwise. Yes. So she have all of the rights right now. Formal DNA test is not required for legitimation. That's correct as well too. You don't necessarily have to get it because you can go through it via voluntary. That's true. No, Arby isn't the father. He signed the paper off to release him. But it still have implications because it's almost like they haven't done it properly. Anthony was wrong. Denisha told him Shayla wouldn't be okay with it. Shayla is putting her energy in the wrong place. Denisha is actually on her side with this one. Let's continue to be educated. O'Neal, big facts. O'Neal just don't want you listen. I just know that spread misinformation to black people all the time. I just don't want you to do that. This entertainment, no way anyone use Skitland for legal advice. So just stop. It's okay. So what you don't get, Jet Black. What you don't get is the style of entertainment you're getting. Okay? So the style of entertainment you're getting, Jet Black, is something called community drama. Okay, so community drama is where I interject aspects of real life to give to the general public. It is for the general public to sit down and find out, is this correct or is this not? So what Wayne has started to do is he started to interject these things into the skit. Yes, are there farcical moments? Yes, there are. but it is community drama. So when them do that, Jet Black, it is to get you to become aware of issues. Now, if you're watching these skits and you're not becoming aware of the issues that the skits are bringing forward, then you have missed it. You're just watching for the entertainment. And that's okay. You can watch for the entertainment. But for our channel, we watch for two things. We like the entertainment, and we like to see if we can find information out. Because generally, black people wouldn't know it. I'm sorry if I'm saying black people, but hey, I'm using us. Sometimes we don't know enough things. A lot of people learn today with legitimation. They didn't know that. Them never know. They didn't know Georgia law have something with legitimation. Them didn't know legitimation make you couldn't do this or that or whatever else it is. They didn't know that. So yes, the skit is for more than entertainment. If you're just watching for entertainment and you just want to watch a Wayne channel and be entertained, that's perfectly fine. But when you come over to my channel, I'm going to do both entertainment and we're going to talk about it on a serious level to see exactly what we can learn from it. Or do we now know something? So we're not dark and we're not living at the dark ages with information, because we're in the information age. So I'm sorry to tell you, but that's what my channel is about. If you don't like that form of content, then I'm not the content creator for you. But that's why I do the content I do. I'm just telling you why I do it. So you know, I'm not just get up and just look on some skits and that's it, okay? Just so you know. That's the purpose of my content. Yes. Yes. Talk as a whole, because we all know that every state has different laws, and some may not, well, them are talk about, but that's why them are talk about Georgia. No. So we are learn about Georgia, Jet Black. That's why they might talk about Georgia. So we are learn about Georgia, right? We are learn about Georgia. We are learn it. That's what we are do. We are learn. Come on, man. A desperate who said Anthony was legitimized when this man name was. We thought the name was legitimized, but he's not. Skitland, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to ignore what you're saying because, again, like I said before, custody order, custody order. I'm not saying custody order unless you know something I don't know. Unless you know something that I don't know, Skitlanta. Yeah, so it's just law. Skitlanta, I'm tired of arguing this with you. So you know what, Skitlanta, I'm tired of arguing this with you. So I'm going to do this one time. No, the father cannot take a 17-year-old across state lines. If the official custody order explicitly states that you cannot cross state lines without the mother. Is it the age that matters, Skitlanta, or is it the custody order? Because here's what I don't want you to do. You're spreading misinformation. And I cannot afford for you to do that on the channel. So you're seeing it now for yourself. And a court order must be followed until the judge changes it, no matter how close the child is to 18. I'm not talking fiction. I'm talking fact. It's not about me being wrong. It's what the fact is. You know, I have nothing to go against it. Now that I've shown it to you, I'm done talking about it. Let's proceed. Because you just spread misinformation. Custody order, mommy. Rights. If you're not on a right, you just not have no right. No matter what age your picnic is. So when y'all kept saying, no, she's 15. No, she's 16. No, she's 17. It doesn't matter. What matters is the rights you have. Don't give my audience misinformation. The custody order overrides any and everything. Yes. Whatever the order say, that it say. I don't want you to give the audience wrong information, man. Stop. Stop, man. Stop. Stop. Just stop. Shayla wants Anthony to be the parent and not turn it over to Denisha and Big Kai. On TV, although states have different laws, how come they send out Amber Alerts on the said parents when they kidnap the kids? I'm not certain. Yes, Jet Black, yes, but my channel is predicated on having conversations about the skits. That's what my channel is predicated on. So, in other words, the aim for us is to have discussions. So, I get what you're saying, but I'm telling you what the purpose of my channel is. The aim of it is for people to come together and have conversations based on these, what you call now, these topics that they raise in the skits. That's the aim of it. Got this man going from patois to English. Well, this is the deal. All right, I'm all right. Yeah, Anthony might be in trouble. He doesn't have custody. Look at Shara and Lara's situation. They couldn't move without Larry's permission. True. True. I applied for my daughter's passport and I realized I was not automatic custodial parent because the father signed the birth certificate. There you go. She's very biased on Ilana. I just can't do it. Oh my God. Oh my God. I've lost it. Let me get to whatever. Anthony should file for custody if they give Terry, who was homeless at the time. Anthony should get custody. He will get some amount of rights, Him just need to go for it, though, Blackaroni. So right now, him not go for the rights, them. So right now, him in trouble. Right now, him in trouble. To be honest. Honestly, this is my take. I want him to go jail. I want Anthony to get a consequence. I want Anthony to get a consequence. That's what I want right now. Because if him don't get one, I'm going to do it again. Live in JA, and I didn't know that in the US when it comes to marriage, you have legal separation. Exactly. Some things we never know. Anthony is in trouble if Shayla proceeds. Correct. I bet it's because kids are not legitimate because there are tons of Amber Alerts in Georgia. If there's no child support order in place, the money has been given, not the court in his favor. He needs to get legal papers in the order. Amber told him to put Shayla on child support and he did not. Okay. I see what, okay. Don't worry. I see what you're saying. Oh, you're talking about Skitland. Okay, I see what you're saying. Jet Black, I see what you're saying. O'Neill, I have all my children. Jet Black, I do see what you're saying. You're saying you're just engage. I understand that. I didn't know what you were referring to. Thank you very much for clarifying it. Call the popo so he can get his rights. O'Neill, I have my children with one woman and a married. This is very useful information that I never knew. Thank you very much. Some people don't know. That's why we say it on the channel. So no, people can go research it. What O'Neill do is just basically bring it up so we can go try to get into it. But yes, that's what the channel is for. That's what I'm for, friends. I know that already. That's what O'Neill is for. I know that. O'Neill, I think, engage with other people. How Shayla is gonna tell Anthony how to be a parent if she on the porch every day getting lit? Well, this is what it is. Amber told him. So at this point, him need lockup. It's just him just need lockup. Anthony need the lockup. Anthony need the consequence. Anthony needs the lockup. Eklund, behave yourself. Anthony needs to be locked up. It is what it is. Anthony needs to be locked up. I can't believe him do this without all of that. I can't believe he doesn't know the things them and him not have no whatever it may be. Anthony needs the lockup. Will being locked up change him? That's the question though. Will being locked up change Anthony? Friends, me no know. Him have to go get something. I agree with I agree with you. Shayla no right panda one here. Shayla no right. Not no wrong. I mean Shayla is not wrong. I thought she was wrong, but she no wrong. If Anthony gets locked up, him have the money to get out. Yes, but him at least it will click to him brain. Him need to get it done. If the court wants to stay with an abusive parent, but the custody order would stop that. The child could want to stay with an abusive parent, but the custody order would stop that. Correct. If you have a custody order, you will have to go there to show why not. I don't care anything about Anthony, like law and order. O'Neal Anthony slept with his professors for him to pass classes. That is something else. Behave yourself. I sure hope he calls her bluff. She will team up with Amber. However, I hope Amber doesn't get on Shayla train. Stay clear of the drama. I hope so. I'm sorry, he needs to be locked up. He needs to get locked up. I agree with that because you got to learn the lesson. You got to learn the lesson. Maybe this will change him. Maybe to change him. I don't know. Maybe. He needs something though to get him to get under control. Because I'm in a trouble. He need a consequence. He need a consequence. He's a man, but it is what it is. He needs a consequence. He need a consequence. You can't do something without a consequence, bro. All right, so you're not going to learn. All right, give me a moment. Let me get the news kit. I'm working on the news kit. Let me work on the news kit. There's a news kit. Let me work on the news kit. I'm working on the news kit. Let me work on the news kit. Him need a consequence. I'm going to read y'all's comments. Anthony, I move slack, man. Anthony, I move slack. Actually, me just want him to get locked up because she did try to see if she could have talked to him, to be honest. Anthony is allergic to lawyers. Every woman has told Anthony he needs to grow up here. Writers, I agree, O'Neal. Anthony needs to suffer the consequence. He needs a consequence. I'm sorry, he needs a consequence. I cannot even dance around it. There is nothing to defend. He needs a consequence. What he needs is a consequence. He needs the consequence. He needs the consequence. Amber said those are her friends. She has approved them. He should take Kai back to Shayla. He need to do that, and he need the consequence. I'm sorry, Demo Magazo. Shayla is right. I'm sorry. Shayla right. You see how Denisha puts up boundaries on Anthony's problems, and Anthony dives headfirst into her problems? Exactly. Thank you very much, Terrell. Thank you very much. I see that. Shayla is right. I'm sorry, friends. For the one time, Shayla is right. We got to give... Hey, I'm with you when you're right. Shayla is right to be mad. She's right. She's right. She's right to be mad. It is what it is. He got no right. Anthony needs to be locked up, and maybe he can get a male mentor in jail. Maybe. Chilling the consequence. You got it backwards, O'Neal. Well, Anthony the consequence because him just not learn the consequence right here. So thank you for the gift, the person that gave the gift. If you're wrong, you're wrong. You know, I mean, it is what it is. If you're wrong, you're just wrong. I cannot defend you when you're wrong. If you're wrong, you're just wrong. If you're wrong, you're wrong. I'm sorry. If you're wrong, you're wrong. The incident needs to be the catalyst. Thank you. This incident needs to be the catalyst for Anthony to start legitimation and child support process. It will be a great comedy to see Natasha serve as Shayla's attorney. O'Neal, I'm just joining. Can Anthony and Denisha get charged? Yes, they can. If them think Denisha is a part of it. No rent money now. Shayla, no from aunt. No rent money now from aunt. How is she right when there are no legal documents that says that he can't take his kid on a road trip? Because he didn't do something called legitimation. Ricardo, there's something in Georgia called legitimation where you have to use that for him to get the rights them. So as of right now, him have no rights. He has no automatic rights. Him have to do legitimation to get rights. He has no rights right now. That's why. He has no rights. As of right now, him not no rights. Yeah, everything Shayla is saying is true. Him not no rights. That's what's going on. If you're just join us, that's what's going on. I'm getting the other skit ready for us, friends. That's what's going on. If everything that he's done right now, him not no rights with it. Shayla is right on this. She just right. I'm sorry, friends. She just right. And I'm not a Shayla fan, but she just right. You know O'Neal unbiased. When she right, she right. Right now, she's right. Him wrong, she's right. So there's something called legitimation. Yeah, legitimization is a process in Georgia that you have to do, right? To get the rights them. In other words, for you to be able to get the rights, that's where you get the rights. If you're not, especially if you're not married. That's what it is. Anthony's not leaving Louisville. She's not gonna send him to jail because she knows she'll be homeless. Well, that makes sense. He never calls his lawyer. He will do this. He will do that this time, or he will try to be the smartest person in the room. I can say he don't understand what kind of woman Denisha is. She can be sweet, but she can also not be sweet. She's about to turn sour. The proof of DNA is not legitimate. Correct. That's what they're telling you, friends. Just having it DNA tested says you're a kid don't mean nothing. You have to basically establish it in the court. You have to establish it. And he did not establish it. I'm coming up with a new skit, friends. New skit coming. Who is a good male figure for Skitlanta to mentor Anthony? It's Skitlanta to mentor Anthony and provide him with sound voice. Wayne's advice, unrealistic and materialistic. Georgia also have a new law that if a woman has a baby outside of marriage, that the baby will be under the husband's name and the court as his. I don't know if this is even a new law, because I'm learning that this law is also a Jamaican law as well. So I didn't know that. That piece I didn't know. That basically once you have the baby and the woman have a baby in a marriage, it's yours. I didn't know that, but that's also true. I got the new skit coming up, friends. I'm going to give it to us right now. Him not all right, friends. Him not all right. We're sorry to tell you, but he has no rights. None. None. He has no rights. None. He got no rights. He got no rights. He has no rights, friends. Him not no rights. That's what's going on right now. Him lack rights. He got no rights. I'm going to bring it up right now. Give me a moment. I'm bringing it up. I'm bringing it up. This is a tough morning, but we learned a lot from the day today. You know what? I like it. I like the discussion. Friends, I do like the discussion. No matter how opposing the views are, I like the discussion. Wonderful discussion, friends. Thank you for this wonderful discussion. Just want to say thank you to the audience for the wonderful discussion. Let's jump into it. Let's go.
That's one.
Well, I just got a phone call.
That's three.
That's a three. It's a three. Yeah. So talk about.
You heard?
Yeah, I heard you talking.
Yeah, I was trying to talk low so I was trying to sleep, but she was yelling as usual.
Kai.
Yep.
Can you give us one more second, man, just to talk?
So good too.
I know you. We'll finish that.
Here we go. I'm here trying to do something good for my mother. I'm not in the mood.
I feel that. I feel that, but just let that girl be ignorant. That's what she does. Like,
Yeah, we know she's ignorant, but her ignorance always seems to find its way over here.
I don't know if she's ignorant at all. She's actually right on this one. I'm sorry, but she's right. I don't know about her being ignorant right now. I know about her being right. And that's the thing. If she's right, O'Neal is not going to take her right away from her. You know, O'Neal, I'm about rights. She's right. He got no rights at all. And that's just the point right now. He's not a rights.
The boy is safe and sound.
exactly.
And okay,
And that's all that matters.
y'all should have talked about it.
That's not all that matters. Legitimation matters. Talking to Shayla matters. All of that matters.
Maybe we should have, because I was just trying to spend time with my son, kick it with you. You invited me to Kentucky, and so I was like, well, let's just merge the two.
Yes.
All right? That's my bad. But I'll deal with that when I get back to Atlanta. I'm not about to let her mess up with this good time we having. You showing me the city, you know what I'm saying? I'm having a really good time.
That doesn't matter right now. None of this matters right now. What matters is you got her son and you need to return him immediately. That's what matters. Anthony, thank you for the super chat. Anthony says, I would say the great mentor for Anthony would be Greg. I'm not even sure who can mentor him. I don't even know if Greg can do it because Greg is a simp sometimes, Anthony. But I guess. But he's got no right now. Him not no right. O'Neal, Denisha bought that wholesale because she went back to Atlanta, knowing fully well the drama. It would be good if he did get arrested. And reading in between the lines, it's just he need to get locked up. Maybe the empty chair when Amber and Anthony renewed their vows with Big Kai's. It's just what it is. He ain't got no rights. So he heard Denisha on the phone, and Shayla said he decided to let Denisha handle it while he plays foosball with Big Kai. I'm sorry, he's wrong, friends. He's wrong. It's foul. Handle your business. It is foul. Jet Black Star, you're right. I'm foul. Anthony, put your weak risk behind your back, Mr. Mamas. It is what it is. He's out of pocket. Anthony tried to circumvent the process, and that's not business. I'm wrong. He's wrong. He is wrong. This is only the beginning of the karma that Shayla and Anthony. I believe the next incident would drive Denisha to leave Anthony because now Shayla and Angelina are about to come to the house. Anthony about to get locked up. Don't worry. I feel the writers are going to arrest Anthony. They need to. I must say you exert a lot of patience this morning. I do have a lot of patience. I do. I just like to make sure that when we get information, look here, friends. Thank you very much with the discussions. Yes, the discussions are great. You have to understand me, friends. I came into this because I want to help everybody, but look here. People from my community are not very informed. So I like to have informed discussion for us because we're the ones that get the last information. So I'm trying to go ahead of the information.
No Kai, both Kais are having a good time.
But now the baby mama done called me in the middle of all of this.
I know. It's stressful. I know. Look, I know. It's stressful. But like I said, I'll deal with it when I get back to Atlanta. All right?
You about to not have a baby mama.
Don't let her get you off your square. You throwing this party and everything, and you doing it looking fine as hell.
He's just not understanding. He's just not understanding that the process matters. He didn't even look it up. This is terrible. Why don't the man have when he starts child support he gets rights? Question though, why don't the man when he starts paying child support he gets rights? Because it's two separate courts. Custody court and child support courts are two separate courts. That's why, Ricardo. That's why. So in America, I don't know which state you're in, but in America it's two separate courts, and it doesn't matter which state you're in with this. By the way, it's two separate courts. You have custody court and you have child support court. One doesn't have anything to do with the other. They don't. Child support court cares about the kid. So child support court can override something that the custody order court says. I'm going to give you an example. Let's say, I'm going to give you an example, Ricardo. Let's say me and Denisha had a child. We both agreed that she wouldn't put me on child support. That's in a custody order, okay? But something happens to Denisha and Denisha starts to lose her income and something drastic or material has occurred with Denisha. The child support court is going to say, well, in that instant, I will have to negate what this custody order says because the best interest of the child is for Anthony to pay more child support to assist Denisha with the child. Do you understand that? In custody court is just about what kind of visitation rights you have. What can you do with the child? Can I go to Timbuktu and come back? How much times can I see the child? What days can I see the child? Where does the child go to school? Where does the child live? That's what the difference is between the two courts. That's the difference. Just so you have a cue on it. I know you're asking, somebody that's try to give you some context into it. So you have that. Shayla is not ignorant. She right panda one here. That's what it is. She right on this one.
And that's what I love about you. You got my back? You got my back?
Yeah.
That's my girl.
I might have to have both of our backs.
I got you.
You get it together. Because I got a party to finish putting together.
Can't believe it. Can't believe it. This man don't get what's going on. He is just don't care. Him doesn't care. They both going to jail. All right. I'm done. Anthony deserves everything Shayla has given him. She right. She's right. He is not doing what he's supposed to do. I'm just it. It is what it is. It is what it is. My biggest problem is that he leaves himself unprotected and he loves the woman in his life unprotected as well. In my best friend Sampra's voice, Anthony, you big dummy. Denisha doesn't give a damn. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say with Denisha. I'm more concerned with Anthony. It's the way how Anthony not even. Man, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, if Denisha is conspiring, she will go to jail as well. If she's conspiring, then yes. But this is interesting for us. Amber Alert coming. Legitimation, legitimization is the word of the day. That's the word of the day. That is the word of the day. Legitimization. Either you do it or you don't do it. If you don't do it, it changes everything. I worked in the court system and Anthony had problems. I worked in the court system and Anthony had problems, but he won't be charged with kidnapping. He does have problems. That you see the kidnapping, unless he, that's what I was saying to Verona, because okay, I've seen someone do this before to another parent, right? Where them say the parent kidnapped them. But generally the police, again, generally, I don't know how this cop will handle it. Generally the police will come in and they will ask you where you are. They will check if the child is safe. They will do like, what do you call it now? They will go and do a safety check, a wellness check. Them going to come there. Them going to ask if the child is safe. Then they're going to ask you to return the child to the other parent. Now, if you don't return the child to the other parent, then them can give you basically what you call it? Then they can give you, the judge can basically give you like an order, which them call a civil warrant, right? So them give you a civil warrant that could turn into a criminal warrant. And then that's basically now, if the parent doesn't want to give the child up, then him go to jail. That's how I've seen it work. That's what I've seen. But he's in trouble nonetheless. He have only for trouble upon his hands right now. Can we get one man in the Skitland that's not a simp or a sucker? At least one. I agree with Angela. O'Neill, please call Smithy. God, I don't know. Anthony's stupid, friends. He's just dumb. He's dumb. Look here. Point blank, Anthony is just dumb. There's just nothing else to it. That's it. That's it. I'm going to call Smithy right now. I'm going to call Smithy upon the issue. Him just dumb. I'm going to call Smithy upon the issue. Because I'm going to ask Smithy questions. Smithy. Yeah, you know, so Anthony take Kai gone to Kentucky without telling Shayla whatever it is. Smithy, you hear about it, Smithy? Yeah, but Smithy, them never, Smithy, him not, Smithy, we are short for me for Smithy, not legitimized, Smithy. The child is not legitimized, Smithy. I don't know why him do this, and him knows the child is legitimized. Smithy, don't complain for me, Smithy. And besides, Smithy, even Skit Lanta make nice in the chat, skip Smithy. Even Skit Lanta make nice in the chat. Smithy? Yeah, but Smithy, you know so that gonna happen from before. Smithy, me talk about it. Smithy, him not have no paperwork. Smithy, him just not have no paperwork. Smithy, me not know. Me tell him to do it and him never get it done. Me think him get it done. Smithy, me never know that. Smithy say him need to return him. Smithy say him need to return him. Laverne stated, O'Neill, I agree, O'Neill. I have seen that work in Virginia. So that is exactly what they're going to do. A wellness check first, then it goes on from there. That's what I see them do. I'm giving you how I see it normally work. Them call you, you need to answer the phone when them call you. That's what you need to do. You need to answer the phone. Smithy has spoken. He's dumb. Smithy say him dumb. Smithy say him not have no sense. Smithy says he has no sense at all. And if Smithy says well, friends, I've come to the end of our discussion. It was a wonderful discussion. I thank you all for being so engaged. I hope you learned something. I learned something as well as I go along and talk with you all. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to talk to you all soon. Have a wonderful day. I love you all. I'll keep you all up to date.
Welcome to the O'Neill Show. All I've got is just for you. You ready for my beef tonight? I'm okay, just treat me right. Come in, me people, come in, me friend. What you gonna do when you come to defend? Question ask, me answer them. Wheel it up and pull it up and mash again. Oh.